So in the last class, we have seen what are the characteristics of a good leader is. In addition to leader, we also have managers. So what is the difference between a leader and a manager? The relation or the comparison between a leader and a manager in terms of vision, inspiration, momentum. It's called as a product mix of vision, inspiration, and momentum. So, how should a leader have vision, inspiration, and momentum, and how a manager can have all these things? So, let us see. With respect to vision, manager and leader. Manager does things right. He does the right thing. He does things right. Means what? What does it mean? Many things he does, and he is doing these things in the right way. But out of the many things, leader always chooses what is the right thing, and he does only that. That is a leader. Then manager focuses on the present, short term, it's at the bottom line. That means if he starts a company, he wants immediate benefit. Okay, so suppose you are manufacturing, let us say, pen industry. In a year, you want 1 crore turnover. That means you must produce pens so that you will be selling them for a price of 1 crore. He will see only that. But leader is the one. He will not see for 1 year. He will see for 10 years from now how the company is growing. Every year how much turnover he is doing, how much profits the company is getting. He will have a vision. So he will, therefore a vision. He has a long-term vision. Whereas a manager has only a short-term vision. Okay? Manager is only a boss. But leader is the one who leads by example. He seeks order. He seeks order means he says something and it has to be done. There's nothing in between. Whereas a leader, he says, okay, go for producing, let us say, 50,000 per month, the pen industry. And if the company encounters any problem, or if the employees are having any problem, then what he feels is, okay, maybe things are not going right. Let me change. Maybe 50,000 is too much. Let us reduce the target to only say 30,000. Or if a particular pen is not going well, if people are not buying that pen, he will change the design. He will go for a new pen. Then if that is going well, he will continue. Otherwise, he keeps on changing. He will see the market. He will see who is buying, what they are buying, what type of pen they are buying. I am giving an example of pen industry. It can be any industry. Okay, these are the characteristics of a leader. This is the vision of a leader. Now, a manager contains risks. That means he is not ready to take any risk. If the company is not running well, if it is going to loss, he is not ready. He will, okay. Whereas a leader is the one, he will take the risk. He will see if it is not doing well. He will find out why it is not doing well. And if it has to be done well, what are the steps it has to be taken for it to improve. So such things are all taken by the leader. If something goes bad, he will find out why, what has happened. He will find out the reason for it has gone bad, why it has gone bad. Whereas leader is the one who will reason out, and at the same time, what made a particular industry doing wrong things, not doing very well, what went wrong with the employees, he will see and make the correction. Okay, if a particular pen is not doing well, people are not buying it, maybe he will find out from the people who are buying, is it leaking, or is it not writing well, or the refill is not coming for a very long. Like that, they will do some market study, survey, and then correct. Next aspect is with respect to inspiration, how a manager and a leader differ. With respect to inspiration, he uses a control. Come on, do this by this month end. Otherwise, your salaries will be cut, your increment will be cut, something like that. Whereas a leader, he relies on trust. He gives a project to the employees, he gives them some time, he will make them pay, and he will wait for them to complete the task. And manager is the one. He says, okay, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these members, they are the team members of this team. Some other members he will identify X, Y, Z, they are in some other team. But leader is the one, he will see each one's capability, each one's expertise, forms a group, and the like-minded people are formed into one group, and they will be asked to do a particular task, a particular project. And he keeps inquiring in between what is the progress, how it is going, or how have they encountered any problems like that, he will find out. He emphasizes structure, whereas he emphasizes philosophy, he gives information to value system. So if something has to be done in that way, he will stick to it and he will follow the rules and regulations in a proper way. Momentum. So what is the difference between manager and the leader with respect to momentum? Momentum is how the speed or the process with which a particular things are going, a particular project is developed. So manager always targets efficiency, means he will always be interested in the efficiency part of it, how efficient the product is going to be. But leader focuses on effectiveness, the workmanship, how the work is progressing, how effectively it is progressing. In between, he is only interested in the final product, whereas leader will see at different stages how the project is going on, how the product is developed, how best you are getting. And if something goes bad or something goes good also, he says how, when, and things like that. Whereas he will ask a leader what, why, where has it gone bad, what is going on. Okay? If it is not completed in time, he will ask why it is not completed. Let us see, let us check and then proceed. Manager only administers, he says do this by this month end and this is my target. As leader, he innovates. If he says first month, if they are working for 10 hours and producing something, next month he will change the work style, he will give some incentives, and then he will give some rewards, gifts, motivates them. He feels authoritative, manager, whereas leader is personally, he will command, he will say, oh, that leader is very good. We all should say the leader is good. Okay? We should be able to say that the leader is good, not leader himself saying. So these are the differences main